First, I would like to take a second and thank everyone for coming out here and hearing my presentation today. I'm glad they chose me to talk because I find my job is really interesting. There are many opportunities in this field of work. Petroleum engineering sounds tough already, right? Well, it's definitely not easy. But if you have a great work ethic, we are willing to give your school 110%, it can be done. And the pay is definitely rewarding. What do petroleum engineers do? This job requires qualities such as problem-solving skills, mathematics skills, and analytical skills, and creativity. Petroleum engineers design equipment to extract oil and natural gas from the ground. They also come up with ways to put water, chemicals, or gas back into oil reserves to get more oil out. You can see where the problem-solving skills and creativity come into place. Petroleum engineers drill plans from the rigs. They make the plans for the rigs complete and make sure that the wells get proper attention they need. They sometimes even do computer-controlled drilling or fracturing to connect large areas of oil and gas deposits into a single well. That seems like a lot of stuff to keep up with in the day's worth of work. However, there are 4 different types of petroleum engineers doing this work. The first engineer is completion engineer. These engineers oversee the wells. They develop wells that will allow the oil and gas to flow upward from the underground. The second engineer is a drilling engineer. They determine the most efficient ways to drill the wells. They have to keep in mind the cost of drilling the well and see that it is done in the proper way so that way the environment is not harmed. The third engineer is the production engineers. These are the engineers that oversee the wells after the company is done drilling. The well is not producing the right amount of oil and gas to create the ways to make the wells produce more. Last engineer is reservoir engineer. These engineers estimate how much oil and gas can be recovered from the underground deposits, known as reservoirs. They study the reservoir's characteristics and determine methods to extract the most oil and gas. You can see how they split the work up. These jobs can be difficult, so you usually specialize in just one. However, each job is just as important as the other. This occupation takes time and many steps to complete one project, and a lot of these projects cannot afford any mistakes. You definitely must bring your A game to work every day and be prepared for something new. Yes, it's 2014 and the technology is ridiculous nowadays, but the engineering today still haven't. The technology today still hasn't figured out everything. They're going to retire, leaving all of their ideas and inventions, which leads us to create new ones. So jobs will always be available. The employment rate actually is projected to go up 26% from 2012 to 2022, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, BLS.gov, which was last updated January 8, 2014. Okay, now think about this. Engineering is a key component in everyday life. Without petroleum engineers, there wouldn't be oil and gas equipped vehicles. That means there wouldn't be no more fun trips to the lake, taking the boats out all day. People wouldn't even be able to make the machines run that help them build the boats. So where am I going with this? The world would be a totally different environment. Even more into detail, petroleum is just about anything you can think was ever made by man. To all the women listening today, if it wasn't for petroleum engineers, there wouldn't be makeup. Enough said, right? Now for the men in the audience, petroleum engineers is just about anything you put on your body when you play sports. Helmets, cleats, gloves, jerseys, and even the ball you're playing with. Crazy, right? Those are just a few million different examples. I thought about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I like to be part of the reason that the world is so fun to be on. I like to be creative every day and come up with new solutions to the problems we run into on a daily basis. If you like math, science, problem solving, and have a great work ethic, then you should really consider this career path. The pay is amazing too. The median pay for this job is right at 130K. That's working $62 an hour. That sounds like a great occupation to have a have a family and take care of a family. You can travel the world at times. Yes, money is great in this line of work, but it's just being able to be creative and solve problems for a living. For a living, has got my attention. It's not about how much you get paid. It's about what you're doing and how much you love it. Petroleum engineer is always up for grabs. And those of you that want to make it a career, go for it. And thank you for coming out and hearing my presentation.
We're never doing
There's
that.
snot all like,
Never
I'm
gonna
so sorry.